In this video, I want to talk about using a send for your effects or your dynamics or your EQ, a plugin. Now, why would I do this? Why would I not just put a reverb directly on the track itself? Well, back in the day, you used to have a limit on what Pro Tools could handle in terms of the number of plugins. It still does have a limit, but they're a lot higher now with the new computers and faster CPUs and better RAM, that they can handle it loads better. But 10 years ago, I might have struggled to have lots and lots of compressors on lots and lots of channels. So the way to reduce the stress on the system would be to have everything go into a bus. Now, we talked about buses in earlier videos. We're going to bring them back now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a bus specifically for this dialogue here, and we're going to put something really obvious on it like a reverb, and we're going to look at how we can control the mix level of that automation and that plugin whilst leaving this track relatively unaffected. So let's get started. So I already have an aux, but we're going to create a new one because we can. So I'm going to get rid of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this slot here, and I'm going to go to a new track, and I'm going to create a stereo aux input, and I'm going to call this reverb. And on this reverb track, I'm going to put a reverb. What have we got? We're going to use this one because it's nice and easy to use, and we'll use a nice big church hall. Now, if I put this plugin, I'll do this using Alt and click and drag to there. Bring this back online. I'm just going to turn it down a touch.
Hello and welcome to Progress Theory, where we discuss scientific principles.
Sounds gnarly. Of course, we can control this. We can adjust the mix down.
Hello and welcome to the Progress Theory, where we discuss.
But that's on that track now. If I rendered the, if I wanted to render the track out without the effect on, I would have to go through and mute the effect, which is a little bit troublesome. It's not the end of the world, but I'm all for using buses. So what we've got here is we've got our reverb on its own bus. We've got control of the volume here. And I'm going to show you automation lanes because we're in our mixing mode at the moment. And we can see that our send level for number 1 is just there. And I'm not actually going to make a selection. I'm just going to grab all of this. We can grab this fader here if we want. Just turn it up to there. Maybe a bit too much. And then I'm going to play.
Hello and welcome to the Progress Theory, where we discuss scientific principles.
I've got loads more layers of control now. I can turn it up here.
I am Dr. Phil Price, and on today's episode, we are joined by hybrid athlete and coach at Omnia Performance,
I can turn
Fergus
it up there.
Crawley.
And I can turn it down here.
I've been watching Fergus's YouTube channel for over a year now, and I've really enjoyed him and so impressed with just how he's pushing the boundaries of human performance.
So that's using a send as a effects return. And this is great for reverbs and tricks and tracks like that. If you wanted to doubling delays and stuff like that, awesome. It also means that if I want to, I can export this dialogue out without that reverb. I can just turn that channel off, export it, or I can have a send go from here that doesn't have that reverb.